Hello and welcome to this month's update here from the Mayor's Office. Just want to share a few updates with you today. The big one being our budget process. So this is an important process that we embark on every single year. Our city manager is responsible for putting the budget together and presenting it to the full city commission, which he did on Tuesday. So it's a lengthy budget. If you want to look at the budget book, it's several hundred pages long. But if you want a breakdown of what's presented, you can find that on the city's website. We'll be spending the next several weeks as an elected body reviewing and discussing the budget through our budget workshops. And then next Thursday, so May 6th, the city manager and I will be hosting a town hall where we will walk through some of the details and specifics of the budget as well as take input from the community. So that's next week on Thursday at 6 o'clock. And again, because of COVID, we'll be doing it virtually, but hopefully you'll be able to weigh in and get your questions answered as well as be able to share your thoughts. A couple other important things happening. Last week, we also approved funding to move forward with an evidence-based violence prevention effort and program. We'll be moving forward with Cure Violence. I'm really excited to see that we'll be moving forward with this as we've talked about it for quite some time. And I believe it is needed now more than ever, especially after the uptick in violence that we saw happen in our community last year. When it comes to some of the work we're doing, we also are working in partnership with a lot of others in the community. And one of those important issues that we continue to work on is around housing and affordable housing. I'm really grateful that we receive funding through the federal government that actually comes through the state, through MISHDA, to provide rental assistance and utility assistance for people who may be behind. So if you are struggling or you have back payments for rent or utilities, I strongly encourage you to reach out to United Way. You can call 211 and they can assist you in helping to apply for those funds. Those funds are available not just to pay for back rent and back utility payments, but also can assist with helping you get caught up and pay a few months in advance as well. Of course, we're all concerned about individuals who've been negatively impacted or are struggling because of the pandemic. And here's another resource to help if that's something that you need or something that someone you know or you care about needs. And then two final things. Today we had our annual KidSpeak. So I have a Mayor's Youth Council. It's a council made up of about 30 young people who go to high schools throughout our city. And I spend time with them throughout the entire school year, both in large groups and in small groups. And at the end of every year together, every school year together, they host an event, I should say, a gathering called KidSpeak, and it provides an opportunity for elected officials and community leaders to come together and to hear testimonials and input from students on a certain topic. So this morning we had our annual KidSpeak, and we had a number of young people speak to us about the impact that COVID has had on their mental health and provide some ideas on what we can do to be more supportive to help young people who are struggling. So I just want to thank everyone who attended today, but really thank the courageous young people who attended and who spoke up and shared personal stories and also real powerful testimonials. And then last, we are entering spring. Last week we celebrated Arbor Day, and I created a proclamation in honor of that, as well as we were notified that we were once again selected as a Tree City as part of Tree City USA, so we're really happy about that. And it coincides with my annual Mayor's Greening Initiative. This is an initiative I do in partnership with Friends of Grand Rapids Parks, where I identify community partners as well as sponsors to help us plant trees throughout our community and help us get to that urban tree canopy that we're trying to reach, a 40% tree canopy. So this weekend I'll be out planting trees over at Placer Creek. There's still time to get out and help us plant trees. If you want to volunteer, you can just go to Friends of Grand Rapids Parks and find additional information there. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the sunshine and this beautiful weekend that we have ahead, and I will plan to connect with you again next month.